A story of village Palampur reflects the hypothetical picture of Indian village, where we had discussed about the four factors of production, farming patterns of Palampur, green revolution, its positive and negative aspects. In this module, we are going to talk about distribution of land in Palampur and three kinds of farmers. Students, as you are aware about that land is a major factor of production and how important land is for farming. Unfortunately, not all the people engaged in agriculture have sufficient land for cultivation. In Palampur, about 1/3 of the 450 families are landless. That is 150 families, most of them are Dalit. They have no land for cultivation. 240 families cultivate small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size. On the other hand, more than half of the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite large in size. There are 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. As you can see it on the screen, on the extreme left and right corner, you can see the very small plots of land which are being cultivated by majority of the people, and very few which are owned by the large and the medium farmers. So sometimes the large farmers have land extending over 10 hectares or more. So looking at the diagram, we can actually come to the interpretation that distribution of farmers in India, or I would say the distribution of land for the farmers in India, is not equal. The distribution of farmers in India and the amount of land they cultivate is given with the help of a pie chart. Blue represents small farmers and yellow represents medium and large farmers. As you can see it, that 20% of the medium and large farmers, they cultivate about 64% of the land, and 36% of the land is cultivated by 80% of farmers. So we can say that distribution of cultivated land is quite unequal. Now let us move towards the kind of farmers or the laborers who work on land. We have landless laborers. Landless laborers are the laborers who do not have the land of their own. They come either from the landless families or families cultivating small plots of land. They are employed on a daily basis or on one particular farm activity like harvesting, or they are employed for the whole year. Landless farm laborers who work on daily wages in Palampur, though the minimum wages for farm laborers set by the government is 60 rupees per day, but they get only 35 to 40. There is a heavy competition for work among the farm laborers in Palampur. So people agree to work for lower wages too. The The next kind of farmers in Palampur are small farmers. Small farmers, along with the families, cultivate their own fields. They provide the labor required for farming themselves. The small farmers are those who cannot take loan from bank. They take loan from the landlords and sometimes are not able to pay back and lose their land. Most small farmers borrow money for the requirements of capital. They borrow money from large farmers or traders that they supply various raw materials for cultivation of land or money lenders within the village. So these money lenders charge a very, very high rate of interest. This thing is to be noticed. Please kindly make a note of this. The smallholder farmers are vital for India's agriculture and rural economy. They constitute about 78%. The third category is medium and large farmer. The medium and the large farmers have their own savings from farming and they are able to arrange for the capital needed. Please refer to the capital which we had studied in the first module. Capital refers to the amount which is used for the further production. Here, if I talk about capital, I am talking about the machines, equipments, tools which are used for agriculture. Large farmers, they use modern machineries like tractors and threshers when they use up in farming, make plowing and harvesting faster. And with the use of HYV seeds, the production is increased manifold. Medium and large farmers, they hire laborers for work. They are either paid with money or the agricultural produce. So basically, the large farmers, they utilize the surplus farm products to accumulate the capital required for the farming. Surplus, I mean that after they have self-consumption, whatever is left behind is defined as surplus. That has to be sold in the market and the profit is made, and this profit or the income is to be lent to the small farmers on a very high rate of interest. Apart from farming, in Palampur we do have non-farming activities. The non-farming activities are dairy farming, small-scale manufacturing, shopkeeping, transport, and so on. Now, as far as manufacturing is concerned, at present less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Manufacturing in Palampur involves very simple production methods. The shopkeepers of Palampur, they have the general stores selling a wide range of items like rice, wheat, sugar, tea, oil, biscuits, soap, toothpaste, batteries, candles, notebooks, pen, pencil, and so on. Now, in terms of transport, there are a variety of vehicles on the road connecting Palampur to Raniganj, the adjoining towns, the adjoining villages, and these transporters are rickshawalas, tongawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and the people driving the traditional bullock cart are the people in the transport service. So with this, we have come to an end of this module. Let us recap what we have discussed in this module. We have discussed in detail about unequal distribution of land in Palampur. We have various kinds of farmers, large and medium farmers, small farmers, and landless laborers. Apart from farming, we do have non-farming activities of Palampur too. For this module, let's have a look at the assignment given. The first question is, why are the wages for farm laborers in Palampur less than minimum wages? The second question says, how do the medium and large farmers obtain capital for farming? How is it different from the small farmers? And the third question says, what are the different ways of increasing production on the same piece of land? Use example to explain. Thank you so much.